Hello, all you Gran Turismo fans. So I am Oliver James Webb, professional racing driver by day and now sim racer by night, or by full quarantine, should I say. It's exciting to be here. Michelin have challenged me to go from real-life racing to sim racing. I've not been back on sims or on games for a long time, so it's not something that I'm fully accustomed to. Used to play them when I was a bit younger. Did a bit of time as an F1 sim driver on a big sim. And now I'm fully addicted to this game. So it's really exciting to be back in the lobby of Gran Turismo. It's been a long time. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how I fare in this race. I am extremely nervous about it, both to see how I fare against other people, but also to make sure I can get my my driver rating up. So as you can see here, thanks to motorsport.fanatic, my own Bicolors LMP1 livery is sat on this Audi R8 car. So it's pretty cool to be racing with my own helmet, my own suit, and my own livery on the car. So I'll go back onto the main menu here in Gran Turismo. And you guys are gonna have to forgive me because I'm new to this. I want you to put in the comments all the things that I need to change, do better. I've been putting on my stories how I can improve and how I can be quicker, how to use my battery in the LMP1 car. I don't know if this is just coincidence or Gran Turismo got me in at the right time here, but I'm to be in an LMP1 car racing around a track I know is at least a little bit of a head start for me. So here I think I go on to sport, go on to the race entry section. I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions as well. So we can get some of those answered as we go through. So here we've got FIA Gran Turismo Championship Nations Cup. Now my grading for myself as a driver, it's pretty low, so you'll have to forgive me because I only got this game a week ago. So as I said, Michelin have challenged me to go from racing on the track to be able to be quick on the sim, which is a lot harder than it sounds. And every time I think I've put in a good time, I end up logging on and then going on to the top rankings, and it blows my mind how quick some of you guys are. So I'm just going to log back on, get onto the race entry here. Okay, so available to enter. Right, so we've got the car, we've got my livery, I've got my challenge set. I'm nervous now. Okay, so BOP on, settings are all fixed, and there we go. Tyre wear times 10. I need to learn all this stuff. Fuel consumption. See, I have no idea when I need to pit. I'm going to pit at the wrong time. People are going to be shouting at me in the comments, why have you gone and pitted now? I think I can use soft in qualifying. I think it's only 1 or 2 laps, and then the battery's gone anyway. I'm going to click race entry now just to be safe because I'm talking a lot, just to make sure I'm at least in. Right, so I'm going to select my Bicolors, Michelin tired, soft Michelins. So Michelin work with Gran Turismo as an official partner to get their data from our real-life cars that I'll be racing this car on track to get it into the game to be as realistic as possible. So it's pretty incredible what just used to be a fun game on a console now is a full-on simulation. Laser scan tracks, everything as real as it can be. So you have entered an event. You may take part in free practice until it starts. Well, I'm definitely going to do that because I need all the practice that I can get. So for the people who don't know, I'm an LMP1 driver, so I race in the World Endurance Championship. I raced all the way from karting through Formula 3, raced in America in Indy Lights over in the IndyCar Championship there. Moved back to Europe, became the European Le Mans champion with Alpine and Michelin there, and actually won at the Red Bull Ring in an LMP car. So if I can get in the top 10, that would be good enough here. And then, yeah, because of being stuck at home a lot at the moment, this is the most exciting challenge we've got available, at least for myself at the moment now. So many nights spent on this practicing. As I said, I only got this a week ago, so you're going to have to forgive me for the mistakes. I just want to make sure I don't punt anyone off and I do the right thing. Okay, so driving options, traction control off, tyres soft. I hope that's the right thing to do for quali. Car settings. So here you can see it's all fixed. Michelin Racing Softs. In the top, in the corner there, you can see my friends' times that I've got. So 15.2, 15.3, and 15.5. So I think I'll go out for a little bit of a practice. I think after this I go straight into quali. So here I've been told by Alex Brundle, a friend of mine, who messaged me, he said make sure you put a lot of brakes on before you go into the last corners to charge the battery and then go full onto the throttle out the exit. So see if that gets me a good run. So track limits is really, really strict here at Red Bull Ring, but you can open up turn 1 here by going over onto the left, braking at the 100-metre board, down 3 gears, bleeding off, picking up the throttle all the way up to that yellow sausage curve, as it's excitingly known. I always find I'm short shifting a bit too much here. Doesn't quite get up into 6th, the Audi here, on the brakes at the 100-metre board, a little bit late, just to miss the camber, get it turned round. I always feel there at the throttle. Front wheels are spinning because this is battery powered on the front wheel, so it's a hybrid car, so it's very different to drive to some of the other cars in the game. Sorry, I'm rubbish at talking while I'm driving, so this is going to be really interesting for you guys. Hopefully I can become better at it. Braking on the curb down in, you've got to get in really early here because it goes off camber and downhill, just like the real track in real life, because it's all laser scanned. Again, there you've got to get onto the curb and then you can get to full power. Then this second part's all flat out through the second timing beacon or sector on the brakes. Again, get it onto the curb, down to 3rd, straight back to full power, up into 4th, down into 3rd, just missed that yellow sausage curb, and then onto full throttle. So I need to be in the 15s on softs, really. What have I done there? 15.9, so still got a little bit of work to do. So I've got if I keep looking over here every now and then, it's me looking at your messages coming in, my notes as well. I watched a few of the guys who have done these kind of Gran Turismo style takeovers, and I'm taking it really seriously. So again, if I do the wrong thing, I apologise. I'm new to it, and I really hope that I can stream a bit more consistently, go live to you guys quite a bit more often, and get as much practice in on Gran Turismo as I can. This Nations Cup thing is completely new to me, so it's really, really interesting to see you guys come into the comments and tell me how it all works and how to improve. So I think I'll just go on retry here and talk you through another lap, get another lap of practice in. If I click option there, then I can take a look at some of my notes. So my track notes, just like you do in real life, it's good to watch other people's replay. I didn't even know until literally 10 minutes before I came on air with you guys that you can click on someone's replay and see their lap. You can't go on board, but you can see some lines, and I wasn't using anywhere near enough track to the entry of turn 1, so now I know that, so that's great. So it's nice to be able to see that. So Gr1 Class Cars, so I'm in a hybrid car here, but you can go in all sorts of other different cars in this class which don't use battery power. You have a better top speed, they can be a bit heavier but a bit better on the brakes. The first thing I did when I got the actual game was I set myself a weird challenge. I wanted to see how much of the coins, the money I could get in the game without buying a single car. And I'm still actually doing that. I've still not bought a car yet, just for the purposes of this. Obviously, I'm in the Audi. And that was really interesting because I then started getting plus 50% on these handicaps because I was in a slow car, and then clean race bonuses, which is really, really good. I like in Gran Turismo you get that. You get a clean race bonus. You also get a bonus if you're in a slower car and you've challenged yourself. And again, because I was new to it, the first thing I did was just go straight into circuit experience, learn all the tracks, try and get gold in all of that. Straight away bought the Lewis Hamilton Challenge, make sure that I'm quicker than Lewis on all the tracks. Obviously that's a given for any racing drivers, the first thing they're going to do. And then what else did I do when I first got the game? I don't know, I think my fiance dumped me. What else happened? Spent too much time on it, but it's great. I mean, the way it takes you through the game, but also that the interactiveness is unbelievable. I mean, especially at this time now when you want to be on the phone to your friends and seeing what they're up to. I'm live in the lobby and I'm speaking to all my friends from India that I was just doing an Indian Racing League, won the championship out there in January, and now I'm in the lobbies racing against them in the cars that we were racing when we were out there, which is just awesome. It's just incredible, so interactive and such a fun way to spend downtime and to learn new tracks as well. Actually, I didn't know the Nordschleife, which is really bad, I know, for a 24-hour racer. I didn't know the Nordschleife at all until I got the game, so it's been really good to get some practice in on that against Adam Christo, who was setting me some times. He's won the Nürburgring 24 hours on a lobby with some really good races the other day on here, and it's always interesting to see how much time I've got to find. So this says matching will start in 1 minute 43 seconds. Now, I don't know if I need to exit or just leave it on and it'll put me automatically straight into qualifying. Again, you have to bear with me, make sure I get all this right. The hardest thing for me is going to be talking you through my quali laps. I'm trying to talk you through these laps now just to make sure I've already run wide. Oh. Right, okay, so I think it's going to match me in. I will go quiet at points, and I will pull the weirdest faces. I always get, this sounds crazy, but I come out of races, I've done 5 Le Mans 24 hours now, and I come out of them with the worst jaw ache ever, and I'm thinking, what am I doing inside my helmet to do that? And then whenever I look at my camera after I stream a Gran Turismo race, I realise that I'm doing all of this while I'm driving to try and concentrate. So it's you'll have to excuse that as well. You don't want to see my setup behind this camera. It's cables everywhere. I need to get my sim setup all sorted so that I can do this a bit more regularly. Right. Out wide. Down 3, bleed off the brakes, squeeze the throttle, short shift to 3rd, get a bit of traction. And I've got my ghost there behind me, so I know I've done well there. Here I always outbrake myself. Hard on the brakes. Oh, that was good actually. Oh no, too much luck. Oh, and there I get wheel spin every time in 2nd. Oh, but I'm quite a bit ahead of my ghost there. This is hard, downhill braking. You actually have to turn in a little bit later than you think. Miss that first bit, hug it, and then get on the power. And from the replay, I managed to see that I don't use that exit curve at all. It just pulls you off the track. Here I can use a little bit on entry, down to 3rd. I saw some going into 2nd and then hammering the throttle to get it back up. There I need to go in early. Oh, that's too early. Right. Oh, preparing to match. No, let me finish this lap. Lost a lot of time there. Ah, there we go, just as I got to the last corner. So I guess now it's going to put me into the session. Here we go. So, right, so I guess these are all the people that I'm up against who are of a similar ranking to me. So there's 20 of us waiting for players to finish getting ready. So I've got some of your questions here, which I can read out. If I stop halfway through, it's because it's loaded my lobby. What have I got here? Billy_Wiz, what's it like to race at Le Mans? It's the best feeling in the world. I managed to stand on the podium there, and it's like a Monza F1 podium there. 500,000 people stood on the track underneath you, and what many people don't realise about Le Mans 24 hours, it starts at 6 in the morning, and you have warm-up, then you have practice, and then you have the parade and everything else, and then the race starts at 3. Then the next day when it finishes at 3, you've then got everything that happens afterwards. So it's more like a 40-hour day for us after a week's worth of being on track. Okay, so warm-up, we've only got 1 minute 40. Car settings. I'm on soft still. I hope that's the right thing to do. Points table, driving options. I guess I'll go into warm-up. What else? Motorsport.fanatic. Do you like my bad colours living? Yes, thanks a lot. It looks epic. Look at it. It's so cool. Do I hit the throttle now? Oh, I don't hit the throttle. Don't even know how to get out of the pits. Okay, so there's people practicing on hard. Is that what I should be doing? Let me know in the comments. Should I be practicing on my race? Oh no, okay, there we go. People are changing onto soft, so that's good. Let's see on my outlap. Might as well ask you guys. Or have a look at your questions. Tom Brooks. So Tom Brooks comes. So he is the voice, I think, of Gran Turismo. I'm pretty sure I heard his voice when I started the game up, and he also commentated on my Rallycross debut year last year, and he's put, oh thanks, how do you make your hair so perfect? It's all the wind coming from the game into my hair, that's what it is. I just don't wear a helmet when I go out on my bike, and then I'm done. I save millions on hair gel. So who am I against? I've got nations. Oh, this is a stupid question. I guess I'm the only English person in this race. You race against a different nationality per person. Am I going to get in someone's way here by cruising around and speaking? I am, aren't I? Pull to the side. Oh, I learned how to use my indicators the other day as well. Warm-up ends in 12. Right. I'm going to keep out the way. Might actually go options. continue that one. Okay, what else have we got? How did you get into motor racing? Karting, actually, just like most people. I started quite late. I started at 10, 11 years old. Most people now are starting at like 4 or 5. I was coaching a kid the other day that was 3 years old. So yeah, it's an early start now. Yeah, it's, oh, here we go. Qualifier. Qualifying will last for 5 minutes. Okay, so I think I need to keep going into the pits to recharge my battery. Okay, I'm going on the throttle. Will it let me out the pit lane? How does this work? Oh, so we got other questions. Oh, okay, pit lane exit. Here we go. So the reason I'm in this view is because the inside view, people often see me on this view and say, "Oh, why aren't you using, you know, what you'd use in real life inside the cockpit?" And that's because you can move around in the cockpit in real life and obviously look round, and I can see over the top, whereas this gives me more of a realistic view. I've already been hurt behind. Why did I get a penalty for that? Penalty there already. What do I do here? Exit. Do I go back in? Qualifying. Don't want to get hit and get a 2-second penalty already for that. So this is my first ever Nations Cup race. In fact, this is my first ever online proper race ever. Right, I need to charge my battery by the end, so I want to make sure I don't use too much here and do the right thing. So I'm going to cruise round to the last corner. I think that's the right thing to do, and use a lot of brakes to charge that battery back up. Okay, what have I got here? Power. Brake bar, so I'm going to go a little bit to the front. Power 1, lean. I want to go to power for this. I'm going to use my camera to make sure I'm not getting in anyone's way. Short shifting all the way to the line. I'm hoping this is the right thing to do and I'm not just cruising around for no reason. So what else have I've gone full power on there because it's qualifying, not the race. And then the reason I've gone brake balance forward is because the uphill section going into turn 2, I lose the rear over the top when I'm holding onto the brakes when I bleed that. So I'm making sure that I'm getting a lot more power to the front brakes instead. I need to charge this battery back up. I don't know how to do that properly. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get a qualifying lap. Okay, let's try this. I think I've already used my battery. I need to figure out how to do that properly. Right, so down 3, lead off. I've already run wide straight away. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to do another lap for sure. Get it through the hairpin there. Oh, terrible start here. Not going to have any power to come back. It won't let me pull into the pits. I need to keep... How long have we got left? What have we got there? Make sure I don't get in anyone's way. Okay, so there's the times pulling up on the left. 17.6 the time to beat. That is energy_dealer, and he is P1 at the minute. Okay, so my power is still on lean. Make sure I've got my brake bias in the right place. Yeah, -1. Check behind me that I'm not getting in anyone's way. I think, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, if someone comes flat out through me, it will just... time remaining, 1:0... Oh, crap. Oh, no. Excuse my language. Does that mean I'm going to miss out here on actually getting a lap? That's my fault there for being hit when I came out of the pit lane. I think I got in someone's way. So I don't know if it will let me finish my lap if I get back to the start-finish line or not. Oh no, I've really messed up there if that's the case. See, this is why I need to know this stuff. Okay. Let's see if it lets me finish this lap anyway. Come on. Okay, it says time remaining 6 seconds, but I don't know if it lets you finish a lap or not. Okay. Brakes. Get it in. Back on the power. Come on. Everyone in front of me's got a penalty, but I don't think they turn into ghosts, so I need to make sure I'm staying on the power here. Okay. Oh, I think I am going to be able to finish this lap. Don't mess it up, Ollie. Don't mess it up. Down into third. Hug it in. Oh, too much understeer. Messed up. Way too much understeer there. So I'm not going to worry about the battery. I just need to get a lap time in here. So without penalties. Just make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, that was a good run onto this next lap if it lets me do it. So, where's that put me? P2. I'm happy with that. And that was with no battery either. Nice. I got so nervous mid-lap then. I'm actually like palm sweating. I got so nervous then. I thought, am I going to be able to finish my lap? Ah, that was nerve-wracking. I'm going to be so much better after I've done my first Nations Cup, I promise. I hope Gran Turismo have me back to be able to do it again, because this is fun. I mean, obviously, sorry, I'm against people, I guess, who are new to Gran Turismo as well. So I'm not just against the best people in the world and I've come second. Because trust me, I've looked on the drive rankings every time I think I've done an amazing lap, and then I look on it and I'm not even in the top 10. So there is a long, long way to go. And my friends who've got Gran Turismo, Luciano Bicetta, Alex Brundle, Adam Christo, Ollie Bryant, we all go live together, and yeah, it's tough. So final 20 laps. I guess this is just a loading screen. So there I am. I'm starting P2. That's exciting. Points 0. Right. So I'll answer another couple of your guys' questions. Do you like the Vicars livery? Yes, I've answered that. How do you get into motor racing? How does sim racing help you in real life? Well, because all the tracks are laser scanned, you get to learn, like I learned the Nordschleife from this game, which means when I then go to the Nordschleife, it's going to save me so much time learning the track. I would have to learn it in a real car, which costs a lot of money for the team, a lot of time. And now, if I know the track off by heart, I'm saving hours and hours of time compared to what I would be doing. And that's thanks to these games. It's unbelievable. Okay, so I'm back in the loading screen now. Oof. Wow, this is serious. It's all new for me, so it's so exciting. It's crazy that it's FIA. I meant to skip this bit. I keep going on lobbies and people are saying to me, okay, I think I'm all set, stretched, been to the toilet, I've got my drinks bottle. I should get a drink system really. I should have had a full helmet on and everything. But, I think I would have got a lot of stick for that. Okay, so I think this is a rolling start. So, is it single file? Yeah, okay, so it's single file. So our rolling starts, we don't race at Red Bull Ring, but our rolling starts at the other tracks are side by side, slightly in front. This is a bit more stretched out, which is good, because obviously in sim racing it's a bit do or die. People just go flat out straight in. It's cool to see some of these liveries here. So yeah, you get a green flag lap out the pits, and then you come round to the start-finish line as we're about to do now, and then off we go. There's some of these cars. I've not even seen some of these cars in the game yet. McLaren VGT. Right, after I've stopped saving my money, I'm going to get that. So someone told me if you win the Lewis Hamilton Challenge and get all platinum, you get 100 million or 10 million. I don't know. Let me know, because that's what I'm going to do. For sure, if that's the thing to do. Okay, so there's 3 people in an Audi. So the Bugatti back there. I'm going to enter these every week. That's it. I'm hooked. I'm going to get in so much trouble now for another big... Am I meant to skip this? No. It's cool to see all the cars. Oh, nice. An old R18 2011. So the nerves are still there. Honestly, I'm not joking. It's you're racing. You can affect someone else's game and points by racing badly, by outbraking yourself and being silly, or one small mistake and you're not going to be able to get back, especially when you're racing the top-ranked guys. So obviously this is my first race, but I'm against people from all over the world here. A different person from each country in each position here, all the way down to 20th place. There's the Audi that we race against. That car there just on screen is what I've raced against the last 5 years. Beautiful old Southern Mercedes C9 there. And the Porsche 919 that was in our championship for 3 years before it left there. Right, okay. So does this go straight into the race here? Brake and throttle here, I'm not sure what to do. Oh, auto drive. Is he going to do a full lap? I need to stay full on the throttle, or... Here we go. Okay, good start. I don't want to punt too early into the back of him. Oh, I've braked way too early there. Oh, but he's braked way too late. And that's given me an opening. I'm into the lead. Oh, too much on the power there with the battery. Okay. So what tyres am I on now? I need to know when I need to... I'm already nervous about when to pit on the mediums. Oh, and I've outbraked myself. Oh, good job, actually. Oh, I got punted. Oh. This is the problem into that top second corner there. Right, now I've got my work cut out because now I'm down in 9th. Oh, I thought I'd gotten away with that and I just got tapped from behind. Ah, frustrating. So this is when you've got to get your head down and just carry on. Yeah, run a bit wide, but so did they, so that's good. So I've got no... That flashing in front means that person in front's got a time penalty. And I don't, so that's good. So I think now I must be on mediums or hards because I can feel the grip difference here. That's probably why I made the mistake up at the top of the hill. But I'm catching them. And he's going to hit a point a minute, slowing down, where he's going to have to suddenly stop. There he is. So I've gone down the inside of him there. Oh, just stayed on. There we go. Right, so I'm up into 6th from 9th after being hit at the beginning. I just need a clean race. I need to figure out when I need to go into the pits. I might just have to follow someone when they go in the pits. So everyone's running wide at turn 1. It is hard there. Come on. Oh, yes. Up into 5th. Oh, I thought I was 5th. No, I was in 6th. Right. Okay. I need to get some faster laps here. Right, so he's going to run wide. There you go. He outbraked himself there. That was the right thing to do. So this is where hopefully some of my racing technique can play itself into the game, because people get a little bit carried away sometimes on the brakes here. Because obviously there's no fear element in gaming, and you're never ever going to be able to recreate that. As amazing as the visuals, the feelings, the graphics, the kinematics, everything is, the fear element's not there. So everyone's a superhero, and that's when it separates these amazing players who... Oh, I've gone purple there. I like that colour. If you're a racing driver, purple's the colour. That means you're fastest in a sector or over a lap. Okay, down to 3rd, back on the power. Oh, he's gone wide there. Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, I tapped him a bit there. Not enough to get a penalty. So I guess there's a sensitivity level on how hard you get near someone. So if they just slam on the brakes and it's their fault, then they're going to get the penalty, not you. I'm nervous about being hit from behind. Right, I'm up into 4th, and I've just set the fastest lap of the race. Whew. This is when Nyla, my fiance, and my dog will come in, and I'll be like, trying to hold a conversation while I'm doing this. Oh, see, that happens. I just got whacked. Oh. Right, I've got a bit more time to find now that's happened. Deep there. So he's defending now. going in early here, and that's giving me the grip then through and past him. So now I need to get far enough away from him that he's not going to stamp on the brakes into the back of me. Okay. Come on, I need this win. I've not been in a race car. It's been too long. I'm driving too cautiously. I feel like I need to push a little bit harder. But I am catching third place. Hand over fist. One on the grass. So this is... Talking while racing is not easy. Is it Jimmy Broadbent and all these guys who do it? They're just unbelievable how they do that. Tell you who is good at that, Martin Brundle, when he does his Sky Sports stuff, how he can talk while driving the car. Jensen Button does it a lot, David Coulthard, whenever they're doing their pieces to camera while driving. It's not easy, that, I'm telling you. Okay, I've set another purple sector, which means I'm doing the right thing. And I've put some practice in today, and it's paying off. I'm catching third place. Oh, but first place is a while away. Whoa! Oh, he's run really wide. Perfect. What? Yeah, okay, we'll ignore that moment. But anyway, I'm on the podium position. It's a long race. It's a long race. Ollie, come on, missed that apex. Back on the power. Right, come on. Second place is the next target. Purple sector again. On the curb early. Got to get some consistency. Get some consistency. I can see the two guys in the front. Yes, that was good. That was good. Oh, and that was beautiful. Ooh, a little bit wide. Okay. Ah, right. I got a penalty there, so that's 5/10 for cutting the track. So I think I'll hit a marker in a bit and that'll automatically slow me down for doing that. So that's when, and that's the same as real life. So, I mean, not the automatic deployment of slowing you down, but if you go too quick, you've got to give the place back to someone, for instance. So it says penalty 5/10, but am I meant to lift off or does it do it automatically? Oh, it does go automatically there. Right, so I've lost time doing that, but I've still got the fastest lap. Still catch them. It's a long race. As long as I do my pit strategy right. So I can see my tyre wear in the bottom left near my energy recovery. Come on, get on that curb, Ollie. Get on that curb. Oh, I'm pulling the faces again. I can feel myself doing it. I'm going to have a headache after this. Right. Okay, so my tyres are wearing down there on the bottom left. I've got the fuel. Have I got this power function here? No, that's brake bias. Oh, there we go, power. I'll keep it on 2 for now because I want to catch them. And then I'll go to lead if I need it. I need to focus on getting some better lap times here because I'm not catching at the same rate I was doing before. I've still got the quickest lap time. Oh, I've just been doing 20s now. I was doing 15s in practice. Focus. Talking to myself. Forgetting you're there, I'm talking to myself. Right, I'm 7 seconds behind. Let's see that come down. Up the corner up, lead onto the throttle, up to third, stay off the curb. Quick check behind me to make sure no one's there. No, I'm definitely catching it. It's about not over pushing for sure. When you underdrive, you catch. Okay, so that's a back marker. That's why I'm seeing all those blue flags. So I'm hoping they're going to be sensible. I'm getting nervous. Okay, so it's staying consistent, the gap now to the front. So I need to pull my finger out. That's good. Down to third downhill. Use the camber. Wait on the power until the car lands into the grip. Okay, so how have I got into second there? Is it because pitted on lap 7? Okay, so maybe I will... Oh, wait. So he's the leader. So he's pitted then. So I'm going to try and pit on the next lap. Wow. Got a good slipstream on him. Don't outbrake yourself. Don't outbrake yourself. Hug the apex, back round. Feed the power in. So I think he's right next to me. He is right next to me. So he's now got the inside line, much like Verstappen versus, was it Lewis? Was it? No, Leclerc. So brake early, don't want to go into the back of him. So now I've got the inside. Oh, this is a tight race now. But this is where I should probably pit, just like in Formula 1, because we're losing time fighting each other here. We're gaining a bit of slipstream, but we're losing time fighting each other. So if the pits is the right thing to do, I don't know if it is. Then I should come into the pits now. Maybe that's why I'm starting to lose time. Wow, quick. Oh, I thought auto drive started up there. Okay, so I'll go on to medium. So refueling, is that going to be automatic to where I need it to be? Have I got enough fuel? Did I even fuel it up enough? I have no idea if I fueled it up enough there. I thought the fueling was going to be to a set amount, so I just clicked stop fueling. So I went onto the mediums, and I think I pressed fueling too early, so this is all a lot of practice. So I've gone down into 4th, and I'm 13 seconds behind, so I should have good tyre life now. I don't know if I needed that good tyre life. I don't know how long the softs on that amount of tyre. This is where your practice on Gran Turismo is key. And knowing how long the Michelin's, when it says ×3 tyre wear or ×10 fuel, how much that means you need. That's where the practice is key. Because I'm just practicing on arcade mode. Okay, so there I can feel a lot less grip. So I'm racing mediums compared to softs from before. I've just got to hope that they pit. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to pit, if they're just going to go all the way to the end. Right, definitely catching 3rd. I know I can get hit. Oh, I'm losing so much time. Badly. Sweaty hands. I know why I see all these sim racers now actually wearing race gloves when they're driving. Right, so I'm catching both the guy in front and the leaders. I just need to stop braking early everywhere. Do I need to go into mediums? Okay, click it early, patience, start to bleed on the gas, half throttle and short shift to 3rd to make sure that hybrid energy doesn't kick you off the track. Bit of exit, early brake, get it in early, hook the curb, 20% throttle, 80, 90, 100, there we go, up to 4th, open the corner up, get it in early, then onto full throttle, this is good, 4th, don't use the exit curb there if you don't need it, 5th, and down 2 here, brake down 2, bleed off, full throttle. Okay, so he's gone in the pit, so that's a good sign, so people are pitting, it's obviously needed. I don't know if my mediums are, okay, I'm in 2nd now, are my mediums going to last till the end of the race? So that's my target in front. How can I tell what tyres he on? Okay, so hard behind me. I need to know what tyres the guys in front are on. Apex, bleed on the throttle, full power. Ooh, not onto the grass. That's a short shift there, to be careful. I can hear my tyres locking there. Around him, but I didn't know if I needed to because he was a ghost. Okay, I'm catching this guy, I'm catching this. Is he Spanish? Come on, let's get him. Come on, Alonso. Funny story, actually, the last time I was in a car before this lockdown happened, me and Alonso were sideways round Estoril in a Toyota Yaris in the wet, side by side. Doing a PR launch event there, that was hilarious. Right, distracting myself now. Oh, I'm losing a bit of time to P1, but I'm gaining P2. Okay, so he's too eager on the throttle. How is he pulling away from me there? Is that a different car on the slipstream? Got a good slipstream here. Lead off the brakes just a little. Oh, no, I let him get away with that. Oh, I fully messed up there. Lost it all. I was playing I didn't want to knock him off the track, even though I was right alongside him. So I just kept my brakes on and thought I'm going to catch him anyway, and then I bloody screwed myself over. Right, well, this is all learning curve. This is what I told myself I'm going to say to myself if I don't win. It's all learning curve. If I win, I'd say it's easy. That's the plan anyway. How am I going to catch him now? I've got 9 laps. It's looking like second place is what I need to aim for, which is not what any racing driver wants to say. I'm just driving extremely cautiously because I don't know what I'm meant to get away with and what I'm not. Experimenting with the track limits as well. Okay, come on. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself for doing that. And it's always this top corner that I was telling you was hard as well. Right, refocus. I really want to catch him. I can see him, I've got him in my sniper range. It's weird doing short races like this as well for me, because I only ever race this LMP1 car in real life. The shortest race we do is 6 hours. So to do a 20 lap race, which is like, what, 40 minutes? No, half an hour? Is quite intense, and only one pit stop. Exciting. Right, I've got him, come on. Ooh, a little bit wide, don't get a penalty, please. Ah! No! I knew I would. I ran just a touch wide. Oh, I'm there. Oli, 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 Oli. This is me over pushing, trying to catch up to him now. And I've got that penalty still. The only mistakes I'm making are the ones by myself. Trying to blimmin' look after everyone else. The power delivery is, as the rears start to lose grip, power delivery really affects your traction. Right, what have we got? 7 laps left. I need to just get a clean 7 laps and treat this as good practice now so that I can re-enter another lobby for fun probably after this and try and drown my sorrows and a win against some friends maybe. See what I can find once they're playing who's not quicker than me. Build my confidence back up. I love this corner in real life. So I've raced Formula 2 or World Series, but pretty much what the feeder series was to F1 back then, as well as GP2, which races on the F1 calendar. A GP2 / World Series car round here is just unbelievable. The grip round here is so much fun. So much fun. Right, come on, just be consistent. It's my traction that's really losing on the tyre life. Interesting. So I am catching P2 again, but it's just too far away now, I think. So I'm just going to have to focus on making sure I don't lose my podium position by getting too throttle hungry. I think I need him to make a mistake more than anything. Oh, actually, I'm being caught a lot by P4. Is that because I need to pit again for my tyres? I think, is that what it is? I think I'm gonna see what happens. I might be losing. I might completely throw away the race here, but I'm just losing a lot of time. So I'm gonna go in and go onto softs. This might be the wrong thing to do. Sorry, guys. Oh, was that the wrong thing to do? Oh, it probably was. What have I done? I'm down in 6th. Oh no, wait, I'm in 4th? Okay, I'm in 4th. So I lost my position, but maybe now at least I've got some good tyres on. So maybe I can at least pull something back. That was a weird strategy call from me, I think. Got 5th place right behind me and I lost out on a podium doing that. But I just wanted to see the tyre effect, putting some new soft Michelins on, if this will really help me or not. Because I was way quicker than him in the earlier part of the race. So, I'm doing the head lead and everything. Oh, I'm catching him a lot, so maybe this was the right decision. Racing driver / engineer, if I get this right. Strategist, new job, here I come. Sign me up. I'm speaking too early, I'm not even past him yet. Oh, but I've got so much more grip. How long are these softs going to last? I'm back down to the time I should be at. Okay. Right. Oh no, there's only 4 laps left. Can I catch him? Oh, can I catch him? Can I catch him? It's giving me so much grip in the high speed. I'm like a second quicker than him in that middle sector. Okay, 4 laps left. Look at the cheeky pit stop. Oh, I'm right on him, I'm right on him. Just got to make sure I do a clean pass. 18 again. Right here, I'm right on him. Oh, he's quick, whatever that thing is. That is quick in a straight line. Can't get anywhere near that. I should have a bit more mid-corner grip than him. Pressure him into a mistake, maybe. Nope, he's quick out there. Why am I not in the slipstream? He is so fast in a straight line. Whoa. This is getting close. Yellow flag. Oh, around the outside. Oh! Oh, what a move! What a move! Have I actually done that? Oh my god, I've actually done that. I've got to defend, got to defend. You can't go around the outside of me here. Oh my god, I've pulled it off. Come on, stay in front. Oh, I think he was... Yes! Okay. Right, how long's left? 2 laps, 2 laps. So I can already feel these softs going up. So there's a lot of strategy involved in this. It's super exciting to know when to pick. I mean, I need to enter some races just for fun, just to see how long the softs last, how long the mediums last, how long does the fuel last, and I'm braking so early. What a plonker. All that time. So now I can feel I'm starting to lose grip. But I can't pit now because there's only 2 laps left, so I'm going to have to hang on. I just got to make sure that I don't lose enough tyre life to last me until the end of the race. Oh yeah, I'm losing loads. I don't know if I should start backing off a little bit on my driving or if that doesn't really affect it that much. So it looks like the Michelin Soft's last in the game with the times factor 4 laps, really. I don't know if the amount of input I'm putting into the wheel, it should do, shouldn't it, is going to affect how long these are going to last to play it safe. Okay, oh, so actually this is 2 laps left, isn't it? Because I've got to finish the 19th lap and the 20th lap. So there goes. Can I drive through them? I guess so. Just about. How many faces have I pulled? Let me know in the comment section how many different faces have I pulled. Come on, don't mess up. I won't be able to reset my fastest lap, and I know I can go so much quicker now. I was doing 15s in practice, but I guess that maybe that's with different fuel load, and also tyre wear maybe isn't consistent. Okay, I've hooked that up nicely, don't put in too much slip. So it's just like real life, I guess. If you put in too much slip into the tyres, then you cause beading on the tyres or blisters when you outbrake yourself and lock up, and it causes the surface heat on the top of the tyre, and that comes down into the canvas. And that's what's happening here on the game, is I'm just throwing in too much lock, and then because of that it's punishing me and it's overheating my tyre, and in that bottom left you can see where it's going red. It's wearing my tyres out. Okay, so we're on to the last lap. And I've been catching the first 2 as well, quite a lot. I really threw away the win today. Let's just make sure I don't throw away the podium position. Where have we got a nice 9-second lead now to 4th place. So that, I think that pit stop saved me. Maybe because I made the wrong pit stop call in the first place. And here I've got this power and lean. So fuel 24%. So I've obviously I've done the fuel miscalculation really badly. I should be giving myself way more power the last few laps, shouldn't I? So that I don't only have 5.4. How do I get that down? There we go. Down onto where it should be, full power for the last lap, but I've just wasted all that power there. But this is all learning, so this is good for me to know. I guess a podium in my first ever online race wouldn't be too bad. I am so frustrated. A win would have been lovely. But anyway. Get up early, don't run wide and get a penalty towards the end. Is that it? That was stressful. Oh, but wait, I've got plus 20 penalty. Oh, so maybe I don't finish third. What's 20-second penalty? What's that for? Oh no. I'm trying to think what 20 is that because I pitted twice? Oh wait, I'm not allowed to use soft in the race. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Oh no. Okay, so I'm not. Oh, there we go. So I'm not allowed to use soft in the race. So I should have used either hard all the way through or medium. So not only did I lose out on the win there, I lost out on a bleeding podium. There you go. So yeah, the stress of online racing, or racing full stop, making mistakes, and you've got so much to take in at the same time. Even in sim racing, obviously taking away the fear element and all that. Okay, 5th. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, too distracted by everything else and not knowing the rules beforehand before starting properly. Doing your studying, obviously, just like in real life, studying the right thing, how long each tyre lasts. Sorry, Michelin, I didn't learn how long each tyre lasts in the game. Earned. Okay. Oh, you get a lot of prize money for Nations Cup races. Where's the machine to print it out? Right, upper level. Thanks for the race, guys. can you re-enter a nations race, or can you only do one? I think you can only do one, and you got to wait. I got the fastest lap of everybody, and that was at the beginning, so that's good, at least. Race details. Here we go. So if we go down to the bottom here we go. Tyres in race, hard and medium. So I used the softs in qualifying, even though I was messing up qualifying as well at the beginning. And that's what I should have done, medium and hard. Well, there we go. I mean, that was super, super exciting. Thank you so much, Michelin, for setting me this challenge. I'm really excited to do another one. I hope Gran Turismo will let me do another one. And even if it's not to live stream to you guys, I'll definitely get my practice in myself. But before I do the next race, I'm going to literally sit down and speak to someone who knows what they're talking about. Find out how long the softs last, how long the mediums last, how long the hard last, when's the best time to refuel, at what tracks can you do what. I think I raced maybe overly cleanly. I was kind of just sacrificing myself too much on the brakes. And so there you go. I got a safety rating of A in the race. I guess that's because I was just doing nothing but looking after everyone else. But there we go. I'm happy with that overall, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So thanks so much for letting me do this, guys. And season 1 of 2020 starts April the 25th, and you can find the details on granturismo.com. I'm certainly going to be tuning in. Obviously, everything's been delayed at the moment currently. So April 25th, season 1 of 2020. Get tuned in. Get onto Gran Turismo. And don't use Michelin softs when you can only use medium and hards. That's what I learned.
Space.